Good evening, namaste, and a warm welcome to one and all present over here. On behalf of Aaryans Fun School Belgaum, we roll down a red carpet of welcome to our respected dignitaries, our principal, teaching and non-teaching staff, honorable parents, and our ever-enthusiastic students. Maisha, today is an amazing day, isn't it?
Right, Sankalp. What an amazing day it is today to think of how far flung we have come and how far we have to go along with multifarious struggles and triumphs. There is much more to thrive and much more to show. Let's rejoice this majestic journey with a beautiful audience that has gathered here today. I, Miss Maisha Sheikji, along with my co-host, Master Sankalp Talukar.
Once again, welcome you all on behalf of Aaryans Fun School Belgaum on this annual day function 2021-22. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. On behalf of Aaryans Fun School Belgaum, I would like to thank all the dignitaries present over here for all your support and motivation. For all you do, for all you are, all our thanks. I would now request Bhavi Powal ma'am to please come forward and introduce our dignitaries.
To one and all present here, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce and welcome the dignitaries amidst us. A man who is a visionary, a man who dares to dream and brings it to pass, ever enthusiastic and ever smiling. It is truly my honor to introduce and welcome the Managing Director of our institution, Mr. Milind Ladge sir. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. One such woman who fought battles and won them too, who has been associated with Aaryans for the past 14 years, who has brought Aaryans to the place it holds today. It is my proud privilege and honor to introduce and welcome our Academic Director, Mrs. Sonal Band ma'am. A successful person never loses. They either win or learn. And one such person who has changed the way our tiny tots learn, who has taken upon herself to see smiles on the faces of the first-time schoolgoers. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce and welcome one such pillar of Aryan, Mrs. Pranalini Jadhav ma'am, the principal of all Aryan preschool. We welcome you, ma'am. Mrs. Shilpa Stanley. Shilpa ma'am has a rich experience of 23 years in teaching field. She has worked in several schools in Belgaum and Bangalore as a teacher as well as introduce and welcome you, ma'am. Amongst us, we also have Mrs. Yashoda S. Vantagudi ma'am to guide us and support us. We welcome you all.
When darkness comes, let us not condemn the dark, but light a lamp to illuminate. Thus I would now request Mrs. Yashoda S. Vantagudi ma'am, along with our dignitaries and our principal, to please come forward and light the lamp.
give the first fruit of any celebration to the Lord is one of the most valuable ways to show our love to God. With these sentiments in mind, let us invoke God's blessing on all of us through our prayer dance. Of their students. If one good quality is allowed to emerge, a world of good qualities will emerge from that one. Our students have brilliant qualities and talents to show it to you. So finally, we arrive to the most exciting part of this evening, for which everyone has been eagerly waiting for. That is the cultural performances.
Please keep up with the enthusiasm as we now hand over the stage to our classmates Srivardhini and Anish. I would request everyone to please be seated. Until the end, your presence will surely boost up our energy.
Good evening to one and all present here. I am Srivardhini Korbu along with my co-host Master Anish Khanji.
Welcome you again to this beautiful evening.
Life is a cycle of ends and starts. So let's make this process beautiful, just like a butterfly. Life cycle of a butterfly is a God's way of telling us that best is yet to come. So let's put our hands together for students of Senior KG performing a skit on life cycle of butterfly.
Is life cycle of a butterfly. A butterfly lays eggs on the leaves of a plant. And young ones called larvae, or caterpillars, come out of the eggs. Once the caterpillar is big enough, it stops eating. It then forms a protective layer around itself. This stage is called chrysalis. In this stage, the caterpillar is now called pupa. The pupa remains motionless in the chrysalis. Inside the chrysalis, the pupa undergoes a series of changes. About 15 days, a beautiful adult butterfly emerges out of the chrysalis. When the butterfly comes out, its wings are small and wet. The butterfly pumps fluids into its wings to make them strong and to expand. After a few hours, the wings become strong enough and the butterfly is able to fly. These series of changes in the life cycle of a butterfly is called metamorphosis.
Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly through the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly through the sky. Stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly up so high. Stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly up so high. Twist like a butterfly, twist like a butterfly, twist like a butterfly, twist like a sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly through the night. Sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly through the night. Roll like a butterfly, roll like a butterfly, roll like a butterfly, roll like a fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky.
Thank you, dear children. It was such a beautiful act.
As we all know, dance has no barriers. It is something that everyone can feel, everyone can understand, and definitely something that everyone can enjoy. So we now have a children of pre-primary section to take you back to the 90s era.
मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलू इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तान मेरा जूता है जापानी Rishika, we're singing song. Anything special? Yes, Jia, you don't know? Our nursery friends are performing a dance song. मेरा जूता है जापानी. Let's welcome them.
चालू करो, जल्दी चालू करो, वो लोग और लड़ेंगे. कंटेजियस डिसीज.
मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलू इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलू इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी पर अपना सीना ताने मंजिल कहाँ कहाँ रुकना है ऊपर वाला जाने पढ़ते जाएं हम सैलानी जैसे एक दरिया तूफानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी नीचे ऊपर लहर चले जीवन की नादा है जो बैठ किनारे पूछे राह वतन की मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलू इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी
बच्चों से क्या एक्सपेक्ट करोगे इतने बड़े स्टेज पे खड़ा रहना ही बड़ी बात है अलाउड यू नो नॉन कोऑपरेटिव मूवमेंट डिड यू सी हियर कोऑपरेट बिल्कुल भी नहीं बट यू नो वृषाली द पेरेंट्स
What an adorable performance! Thank you, little ones. With a combination of style, culture, fun and classics, we now have an interesting mashup performance by the students of Junior KG. Please put your hands together for our dear children.
चला जाता हूँ किसी की धुन में, धड़कते दिल के तराने लिए। चला जाता हूँ किसी की धुन में, धड़कते दिल के तराने लिए। मिलन की मस्ती भरी आँखों में, हजारों सपने सुहाने लिए। ओ चला जाता हूँ किसी की धुन में, धड़कते दिल के तराने लिए। मस्ती के नजारे हैं तो ऐसे में संभलना कैसा, मेरी कसम जो लहराती डगरिया हो तो फिर क्यों ना चलूं मैं बहका बहका रे। मेरे जीवन में ये शाम आई है मोहब्बत वाले जमाने लिए। हो चला जाता हूँ किसी की धुन में, धड़कते दिल के तराने लिए। चला जाता हूँ किसी की धुन में, धड़कते दिल के तराने लिए।
ಬಾಳ ಬಂಗಾರ ನೀನು, ಹಣೆಯ ಸಿಂಗಾರ ನೀನು, ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಲಾಡೋ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಾನಯ್ಯ, ನಾನಯ್ಯ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಾನಯ್ಯ. ಬಾಳ ಬಂಗಾರ ನೀನು, ಹಣೆಯ ಸಿಂಗಾರ ನೀನು, ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಯಾಡೋ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಾನಯ್ಯ, ನಾನಯ್ಯ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಾನಯ್ಯ. ತಾನೋ ತಂದಾನ ತಾನೋ ತಾನೋ ತಂದಾನ ನಾನೋ ತಾನೋ ತಂದಾನ ತಾನೋ ತಾನೋ ತಂದಾನ ನಾನೋ, ನಾನಯ್ಯ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಾನಯ್ಯ. ಬಾಳ ಬಂಗಾರ ನೀನು, ಹಣೆಯ ಸಿಂಗಾರ ನೀನು, ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಲಾಡೋ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಾನಯ್ಯ, ನಾನಯ್ಯ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಾನಯ್ಯ.
नहीं
छोड़ेंगे छोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे।
लाइटिंग काय करायचं आता?
Thank you, dear children.
We dance for laughter, we dance for fears, we dance for tears, we dance for madness, we dance for hopes, we dance for screams, and we create dreams. So we now have the girls of Senior KG with a nostalgic dance performance.
Ladies gang, they are mini copy of ladies gang. These girls, junior KG girls, they just take the hold of the entire class. Believe me, इतना ruling party है ये लोग. बेचारे boys मेरे इतने डर डर के रहते. They are so good, excellent in dancing. You saw the expressions, the way. I'm going to have a surprise for you all people थोड़ा देर के बाद, and they are going to perform on something you'll not believe the way they do it. So they are too good. Girls, you are looking fabulous and you did it very nicely. Very good.
The boys are no less. So put your hands together for the boys of Senior KG, taking you back to the disco era.
आज दुनिया में और कोई। तो गाओ ओम शांति 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 ओम शांति शांति
Very nicely, and some hold it as a dhopatna असतं कपडे धुण्याचं तसं somebody. So very nice, but they were looking very cute. Excellent performance. Very.
Sure, this took you all back to good old days. Thank you, dear children. I would now request our principal ma'am, Mrs. Shilpa Stanley, to please come forward and deliver the report of academic year 2021-2022.
Parents, are you enjoying yourself? Respected dignitaries, guests, parents, and my dear students, I warmly welcome you all to the annual day celebration for the academic year 2021-22. It is my pleasure and privilege to extend a cordial welcome to our dignitaries present here today. Firstly, I would like to thank all the parents for trusting us with the future of your children. We do appreciate and cherish your partnership and collaboration in all our endeavors. Education is a shared commitment between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents. This type of a combination can afford to have high expectations. The academic year 2020-21 and 21-22 were eventful years everywhere, as also at Aaryans. To say the least, these 1.5 years have been challenging. Suddenly, from offline, we had to switch to online classes. While the majority of schools in Belgaum, including the well-known ones, did not have a clue on how to seamlessly conduct online learning, I am proud to say that at Aaryans Belgaum, we had well-coordinated regular online classes for the entire academic year of 2020-21 and 21-22. I have not heard of any other school starting such smooth operations so early on in the pandemic. It was the pioneering united effort of the management and the school that produced this amazing result. I congratulate every one of our staff and students for this innovation and diligence. After 1.5 years of online classes, we switched back to offline classes in November 2021. The teachers could analyze that the children had coped up very well. However, there was a learning gap that could be observed. Thereafter, the teachers stretched themselves further and commenced in filling that gap. I appreciate and recognize the efforts of all our teachers. They were also honored by IIHM, that is International Institute of Hotel Management, for their contribution during the COVID pandemic. Even though we had online classes, we were successful in organizing several events and competitions which continued even during the offline classes. We did not want to compromise on the fun-filled activities during online classes. Hence, every month competitions were held such as storytelling, mehendi art, advertising, extempo, handwriting, etc. We also organized several online as well as offline events such as Independence Day, Kanakadas Jayanti, Children's Day, Christmas and Republic Day. The whole programs were relayed online, which were attended by both children as well as parents. We also conducted a science exhibition where the students exhibited live science models. Today, of course, is a big day. We all are gathered here today for the annual day of the academic year 2021-22. We celebrate our work together. We celebrate that we have grown together. We have made sure that there is 100% participation. Individual attention has been given to each child. No child has been left out because we believe that every child should be given an opportunity to exhibit their talent. As the principal, I would like to thank you all again for your positive feedback regarding academics. All efforts have been taken to ensure quality in teaching. We have selected competent teachers and we have a very robust system of teacher lesson observations which include observation by the principal and the management committee. Once again, thank you dear parents for choosing us, for choosing Aaryans for your child. We assure you nothing but the best. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. It gives immense pleasure for me to take this platform and address the Belgavi parents after a tenure of 2 years. Parents, believe me, we were just waiting for this moment. And Belgavi has taken this initiative. This is the first gathering after the COVID, after the lockdown. It is Belgavi, and really it is feeling so positive standing on this dais and addressing you. I was there in Belgavi when we had the pre-primary evaluation, and I interacted with many of the parents. I saw the performance of the kids. Stanley ma'am has rightly put here the way the children are performing. Aaryans, absolutely we are on the right track to take our children in the academic, the process what we are, you all have witnessed. I have seen many of the children right now. I saw Nandini, I saw many of the 6th standard and 7th standard students who are our children. Right from playgroup, nursery, they have, they are in the higher grades now, and consistently they are performing so nicely. Believe me, the choice what you have made, yes, Aaryans is different. We are famous to be different. We have our methodologies very different, but believe me, you're on the right track. you will be seeing the way the children are doing the anchoring. Parents, don't you feel so, it gives us such a happiness that, you know, these little ones, how confidently, they don't need any boosters. Even like elderly people, if we request somebody just come up on the stage and address few lines, we are not that confident. But see the confidence level of the children. This is what Aaryans is training the children. We are just not into the academic periphery, but we think for the overall development of the child. Now when we're talking about the overall development, yes, academics, as Stanley ma'am has rightly put, academic director ma'am, Mrs. Sonal Band, she is available here. She'll be addressing you regarding that. I'm just here to share you with the extracurricular activities what Aaryans caters, and one of that is Kids Pro. It's Kids Sport. So in Pune, we have exclusive Kids Pro activities where, you know, the renowned faculty members are available. This activity starts from the age group of 2, 3, and we take these activities. We have a glimpse here for you. For the Belgavi branch, because parents during COVID, if you see, the children were totally stuck 2 years into the, you know, a small house, right? We were not allowing the children to go out. Right now, what we are observing, language development and physical development is lacking in children. We need to enhance this developmental skill in the child, and that's the reason we have taken this platform. Yeah, we are coming up with Kids Pro activity exclusively for the pre-primaries as well as for the primary section, and we will be soon putting the pamphlets for you. It will be an exclusive activity apart from schooling. It will be held in the evening. We will be having our PE sir and more faculty members coming in and taking these activities. One more important thing, as Stanley ma'am will be soon giving you the notice for the ending of this academic year, and after that we will be immediately starting with our summer camp also, because we need to engage the children more now, right? So many days they were in the house, but now the children should be out and they should witness all these developmental stages, and they should enjoy the process. So soon you'll be getting the pamphlet for the summer camp also. Do enroll your child's name for that. A very important announcement, as a pre-primary representative here, senior KG will be soon ready to enter into the primary section. So we are opening our forms for standard first. The first preference has always been given to our existing parents in Aaryans World School, and then it has been open to the outsiders. So once Milan sir gives me a green signal, I'll be putting a notice for the form opening for standard first admissions. You're most welcome. Your friends and relatives are also being welcomed in Aaryans. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would now like to invite Sonal Band ma'am, the academic director of Aaryans World School, to please come forward and share her views.
Thank you, Shrivardhini. Good evening to all of you. I will not take much time of yours. I know you all are anxiously waiting for the primary to perform here. First of all, you all know that we do visit Belgavi very often. You know, in a span of 45 days, usually we come over here. And I always, whenever I go back to Pune, I always share this with our Managing Director Milan sir, that it's always a pleasure to be with your children. I must congratulate all the parents sitting over here, because the way the children, the confidence, the way they answer, because I interact with them a lot. I go in the classes and talk to them. And what I found is, like, you know, the talent is immense. And we really, you are blessed, we are blessed. And now the big responsibility is on our shoulders, how to, enhance the skills of these children. And being into this faculty for a very long time, let me tell you that, CBSE also proposes the same. It says that 60% of the learning happens outside the four walls of the classroom. And hence, we schools like us, we strive to believe that, we need to give a maximum exposure to the children, which creates the personality, because as you all know, that is the need of an hour now. Hence, you will find that we engage the children in lot of other things apart from academics. Of course, the academics is always the backbone of any organization, and as you all know that we have our own methodologies and we believe on the activity-based learning. Apart from that, you will find that we give a lot of weightage to the co-curricular activities as well. With NEP on the threshold, anytime being introduced, this is what NEP is also proposing, and we are so proud that we are implementing what NEP is proposing right from last 7 to 8 years. We are established in Pune, giving excellent results, and very soon I'm sure that we will in Belgavi also. We are going to get a lovely response. We are already getting. Because of the COVID, there was a little setback, not only for us, for everybody. But now, there is, as you say, that there is always a silver lining to the black cloud, and we have come out of it. And I'm sure that the yesteryears are going to be excellent, fun-filled, and I wish you all and the children a very happy learning. Thank you so much. We'll be interacting with you for the next academic year. There will be a proper orientation program wherein we are going to share with you a lot of new modules that we are proposing for the children for the next year. Till then, happy watching. Have a wonderful evening together.
Thank you, ma'am. I would now like to invite our MD, Sir Milind Ladge sir, to please come forward and enlighten us with his wise words.
Yeah, thank you. I'll not take much of a time, but I should tell you like what all we do in Pune, the same thing we won't do it here as well. I feel right from third standard students onwards, we'll be taking them to Pune every time, because we are into adventure and we are number one in India. Rather adventure sports, Aaryans Commando Training Camp, you can able to see here now in seconds together, all Hollywood and Marathi industry, film industry, all जितने भी हीरो हीरोइंस हैं, उनके हर एक के बच्चे हमारे पास यहाँ पे आते हैं, and बहुत मजा आता है, and we are number one in India. You can go on Google, first, second, third number हमारा रहता है. 7 to 17 years of child, they come down over there for a commando training camp. Fine, you can show the video. If you have a small video, just see and not take much of time of yours. So this is the huge campus. The students, they come down, we will be taking them, we will be giving a concession to the parent, and they'll be there for 2.5 days or 3 days. This is obstacle course, and this is old, like 3 years back. Now you see it is all one of the best polished performance we do it over here. So this is zip line, one of the biggest zip line in India. See rope bridge. Yeah, this is obstacle. This is all again I'm telling you 5 years back photographs. Lettuce, if you see, mesmerizing. Because just we want to show it to you. Obstacles, all sort of obstacles. This is all we've got it, and rather we'll be coming out with this in Pune and Belgavi as well. Bull ride, sumo wrestling, trampoline, a huge school of 17 acres of land where we got 3 big lakes. And that too in Pune. This is Zorbing bowling. This is what we do it. See, this is the rolling, Zorbo rolling. This is wall climbing. This is 3D structure, one of the biggest structures, 70 feet heights. The student perform over here. More than 57 activities are there on this platform. This is all renewed. This is 5 years back. daredevil activities, 70 feet rappelling. This is all for every child of us, our school. Fine. Horses, we got more than more.
Much, sir. As Albert Einstein once said, if you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. So here today, we are presenting one such a magical fairy tale, which reminds us when raindrops come tumbling, remember, you are the one who can fill the world with sunshine.
Put your hands together for the students of primary section and act based on Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a king and queen. The king was very kind and generous and was loved by all.
My dear queen, I can't wait to see our child.
Neither can I, my dear.
Months passed by. One day, when the snow lay thick and white on the ground, the queen sat by her palace window. As she wove, she pricked her finger, and a drop of blood fell onto the snow gathered on the windowsill.
Ouch!
The queen looked at the red drops on the white snow, and at the ebony black frame of the window.
I wish that my child will have skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony.
Months passed by, and her little daughter was born to her, with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony.
My darling, look at our beautiful daughter.
Yes, she is really beautiful. This is the happiest moment in my life.
Since she is white as snow, we will call her Snow White.
It's the perfect name, my dear little princess. I will give you all the comforts in this world and make you the happiest little girl in the world.
The king and the queen were happy. But a few days after,
तू ही रे, मेरी खुशियाँ तू ही रे। मेरी दुनिया तू ही रे, मेरी खुशियाँ तू ही रे। रात दिन तेरे लिए सजदे करूँ, दुआएं मांगू रे, मैं यहाँ अपने लिए रब से तेरी बनाए मांगू रे। मेरी खुशियाँ तू ही है। रात दिन तेरे लिए सजदे करूं, दुआएं मांगूं ये मैं यहाँ अपने लिए रब से तेरी बनाए मांगूं।
She gave me life, showed me what was right, told me not to fight the battles that weren't worth the fight. Right from the start, she held me close, and as time went on, she was strong enough to let me go. There's nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away. Through the heartache and the pain, it was her love that still remained. Her love is gonna shine through everything. There's nothing in the world like a mother's love. She filled every need, made my life complete. And time again, she was with me to the end. She believed your dreams, however hard they seem. When you'd almost given up, she was there to lift you up. There's nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away. Through the heartache and the pain, it was her love that still remained. Her love is gonna shine through everything. Oh, there's nothing in the world like a mother's love, and she would do it all again for the chance to help you win. She was the one who gave it up. She was the one through every fight. Nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away. Through the heartache and the pain, it was her love that still remained. Her love is gonna shine through everything. Oh, there's nothing in the world like a mother's love.
The performance you just saw exhibited the death of Snow White's mother.
Die.
dear, how am I going to bring up this child?
The sad king spent a year alone, but later decided to marry again. So the king, Snow White's father, married again. The new queen was very beautiful, but so vain and haughty that she could not bear the thought that anyone could be more beautiful than her. Now, the queen had a magic mirror that could talk and would answer truthfully any question that it was asked. So the vain queen would look into the mirror and ask him whether she was the fairest in the land.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
And the mirror would reply, "You are the fairest, my queen."
I'm happy.
The maid enters the room.
What is it?
The king is waiting to see you.
You may go. I will come.
The queen meets the king.
My dear, meet my little princess, Snow White.
My dear daughter, you look so beautiful. Snow White, a perfect name.
The queen spent her days happily. Snow White was growing up, and the older she grew, the prettier she became, so that by the time she was 7 years old, she was far more beautiful than the queen.
perfect. You really look gorgeous, Your Majesty.
I know I'm the fairest, but still, let me ask the mirror again.
Queen, as always, asked her magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's fairest of them all?
This time, the mirror gave a different answer.
You, my queen, are fair, it is true. But little Snow White still 1,000 times fairer than you.
No! I hate someone else being the fairest. Even if it is my own daughter. I still hate the thought that someone is more beautiful than me.
The queen began hating Snow White. Her jealousy and anger grew.
With every passing day, she is becoming prettier. I am unable to bear Snow White's beauty any longer. I will somehow get rid of her once and for all.
Her envy and hate grew higher and higher in her heart, like a weed, so that she had no peace, day or night.
I can't bear it anymore. I have to somehow get rid of the Snow White. I will plan.
The queen thought of a plan, and when she was satisfied with it, she summoned her henchmen.
Your Majesty, I'm waiting for your orders.
Listen, this is a secret. Do not breathe a word of it to anyone. Take the child Snow White into the forest on the pretext of picking some wildflowers. When you are deep into the forest, kill her and bring back her heart and her tongue as proof that she is dead.
But she's a princess.
How dare you speak to me like this? Do as I say. If you fail, you know what will be your reward.
The little girl into the forest.
Where are we going?
Princess, we are going to collect some rare flowers deep in the forest. You will see for yourself how beautiful the flowers are.
Deep in the woods? I'd love to go.
Snow White enjoyed the new surrounding.
Lovely flowers. Let me collect some so that I can make a beautiful bouquet.
In the meantime, the servant prepared himself to kill her.
Shall we go?
But when the henchman pulled out a big, sharp knife, Snow White began to tremble in fear.
Dear henchman, please do not kill me. Leave me, please.
I cannot kill you. Please forgive me.
Why do you want to kill me? Who has ordered you to kill me?
The queen. She has sent me to kill you. But I cannot. You run away. Run into the forest. Do not ever come back to the kingdom. I will somehow tackle the queen.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Run. Run deep in the woods. Do not come back.
Snow White ran through the trees, deep into the forest.
The wild animals will soon devour her anyway. I'm glad I didn't have to kill her. But now I have to search for the proof. Her heart and a tongue. I think I will take an animal's heart and tongue as proof.
The servant looked around and walked in search of an animal. After a while, he found a wild boar sleeping. Slowly, he tiptoed to the boar and with one stroke killed it and walked back with its heart and tongue.
Your Majesty, your henchman is standing outside, waiting for your permission to enter.
Let him in.
Your Majesty.
So, have you killed the girl? Is this heart and tongue proof?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm really happy. Take this. This is a reward for carrying out my orders. You may go now.
The henchman left.
Without a doubt, I am once again the fairest of them all.
At last, overcome by tiredness, she fell asleep under a tree. At last, at dawn, the forest awoke to the song of the birds, and Snow White too awoke.
चांद का खाओगी
point in simply sitting here. Let me find the path to cross this forest.
She tried to find out where she was. She came upon a path. She walked along it, hoping to reach somewhere. She walked on till she came to a clearing. Snow White's face brightened when she saw a little cottage in the clearing. The cottage had a tiny door, tiny windows, and a tiny chimney pot. Everything about the cottage was much tinier than it ought to be. The cottage actually belonged to 7 dwarfs who would dig for ore all day in the mountains and come back to their cottage at night. Snow White walked to the cottage and knocked, but no one answered. She knocked again. Snow White waited for an answer. Tired and afraid of staying out in the forest, she pushed open the door and went in and looked around.
The door is not locked. This place looks so dirty and everything is so tiny. It looks as if it's been made for children.
A table with 7 little chairs around it was laid, with 7 little bowls and 7 little plates, and knives and spoons and forks.
I'm very hungry and thirsty. Let me eat and drink a little from each bowl.
Snow White ate a spoonful of porridge from each bowl, a morsel of bread from each plate, and drank a sip of soup from each glass, because she did not want to eat up all the food from one plate.
Now I feel better. Let me clean and tidy this place. First I will dust, then I will wash, and then sweep the floor.
After finishing all her chores, Snow White looked around and was satisfied.
I'm so tired now. Let me take a small nap on one of the beds.
Snow White curled up in the 7th bed and fell fast asleep.
Oh, it's time. Well, get in line and let's go to our cottage.
Let's go to our cottage.
As it became dark, the dwarfs returned. As they reached the cottage, they were shocked. All the dwarfs hid behind the trees and slowly peeped out.
The door is open. Somebody must be in here.
Who could it be? Maybe it's a witch or a monster.
Or a demon.
Oh, let's go in and see.
Yeah, you go in.
No, you go first.
Shh! Do not make noise. Let's go together. When they entered the cottage, they were shocked to see that everything was not as they had left it.
Someone has been here. The place looks neat and tidy.
The vessels have been washed.
The floors have been swept.
Someone has nibbled my bread. Someone has tasted my porridge.
Someone has slept in my bed. And someone is sleeping in my bed.
The 7 dwarfs slowly circled the bed and stared at Snow White.
Oh, it's not a demon or a monster, but a girl. A beautiful girl. She is so beautiful.
Who she might be.
Let's wake her up and find out.
No.
We will ask her when she wakes up in the morning. Shh! Let's not wake her up. Come, we will leave this place. They tiptoed away and let her sleep. Hey, wake up, friends. It's morning. We need to find out who she is. When morning came, Snow White awoke, and seeing the 7 dwarfs, jumped out of bed with a fright. Dwarfs too jumped in fear.
I'm sorry I frightened you. I didn't mean to.
That's okay. We will help you.
Thank you, but I...
Tell us, how did you find this cottage and why are you here?
My name is Snow White.
And she told them her sad story. How she was the Princess Snow White. How her stepmother had tried to kill her. And how the servant had let her go to run into the forest. And how she could never go back home again.
That's really sad.
The dwarfs felt sorry for the pretty little princess. All the dwarfs gathered in a circle and discussed. We have come to a conclusion. We have a suggestion. If you agree, then we will all be delighted, and you need not go back to your palace or anywhere.
What is it?
Will you look after our house, wash and clean, sew and cook for us? If you stay with us, we shall keep you safe and look after you.
Oh yes, I agree with all my heart.
Oh, that's good. We ought to celebrate this. We have a grand feast tonight. Now, let us leave for work. Goodbye, sweet princess. We will see you in the evening. Beware of your stepmother. She will soon know that you are here. Be sure to let no one come in.
Goodbye, my little friend.
Snow White and the 7.
Oh, you shine bright, brighter than all the stars, brighter than fireworks. So I give you all my love. Your perfection, even in your mistakes, clear affection, even when your heart aches. When I'm away, you're who I'm thinking of. Because you are my home.
that Snow White was dead, and that she was again the most beautiful lady in the land, went to her mirror and said,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, are fair, it is true, but little Snow White still 1,000 times fairer than you. In a cottage with the 7 dwarfs, she lives amidst the forest green.
No! Snow White is still alive? How can this be possible? That means my servant deceived me. I know you always speak true. Now there's no point in relying on anyone else. I will have to take care of this myself. I cannot bear the thought of someone being more beautiful than me.
She thought for a long time and came to a conclusion.
I think this plan seems to be good. Let me try it out tomorrow.
From a rabbit. She ran her finger through the lines.
Tickle your apple. It's it for the core.
The queen dipped the apple and kept it aside.
Snow White, my dear little princess, I will come tomorrow to see you.
Then the next morning, disguising herself once more as an old hawk,
My dear poor child, you will never see the rising sun again in your life. This will be your last day.
went and knocked upon the door.
Who is that? It's me, an apple seller.
No, I cannot let you in.
I have some lovely apples.
I don't want any apples. I'm not supposed to open the door.
This is really a rare apple. See, I will give you one. Give it a try.
My friends had told me not to open the door.
If you don't want to, I can't force you. I'm selling these apples and I'll give you one to taste.
I wish I could eat an apple, but I really can't, as my friends have warned me not to even talk to any stranger.
What they said is correct. But do you believe me? I will do no harm. If you don't believe, I will eat the core and you can eat the rosy cheeks.
I think there's no harm in buying the apple if she eats the core.
The queen took out the poisoned apple, polished it, and cutting it up, ate the core, which was not the poison.
Look, I'm fine. Now you can have the rest of the apple.
Snow White, seeing that she came to no harm, and tempted by the apple, took a bite of the piece, and at once fell to the floor as though dead.
This time I'm sure my plan has worked. Snow White, white as snow, red as blood, black as ebony. This time the dwarf cannot awaken you.
The doors are open. We warned her many times not to open the door.
The dwarfs entered, and they found Snow White lying on the floor as though dead.
She's unconscious again. We told her so many times to be careful. But see what has happened. Look for anything that might have caused this. I cannot find anything.
The dwarfs tried their best, but could not revive her, as they did not know what had made her unconscious. The dwarfs meanwhile wept and wept over Snow White for 3 whole days.
I cannot bear this long. She looks so pretty, even in death. I don't have the heart to bury her.
Let's build a casket of glass and place her in it.
He still looked as fresh as a living person who was sleeping. One day, there was a prince entering the woods. And seeing the glass coffin, he knew that he fell in love with Snow White at first sight. He said to the dwarfs that he wanted to take her to his palace. "Could you let me take this glass coffin and the princess to my palace? I confess that I fell in love with Snow White at the first time I saw her. Please help me. Let me take her to my palace where the healthcare condition is better. Then I will find the best doctors to cure her. I also welcome you all anytime you want to come and visit her."
I will find a way to bring her back. Is it possible? Now that I have seen her, I cannot live without her. I will take good care of her as long as I live.
The dwarfs discussed among themselves. The dwarfs knew that the prince was really in love, so they agreed. "We agree. You can take her."
Thank you. I will ask my attendants to carry her.
The prince ordered the casket to be carried away by his attendants. But the men carrying the casket stumbled and jolted the casket. The piece of poisoned apple in Snow White's mouth fell out, and Snow White sighed and opened her eyes.
"Casket, quick!"
The attendants opened the casket. Snow White slowly sat up. The prince and the dwarfs were overjoyed.
Look! Our princess is alive! Oh, thank God we got our princess back! She is alive!
By the way, who is he?
I will tell you. He is a prince and he wants to marry you. My sweet princess, will you marry me?
And soon it was agreed that the prince would marry Snow White. Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after.
वो शोहरत की हो, कभी जो छत पे यूं ही छम छम हुई तो बारिश वो दौलत की हो।
जैसे होते हैं खाली बातों में
सभी के वैसे ही बुरे अरमान, सबका भला हो, सबका सही हो, अपना भी लगे सबसे सही हो, हमसे ना ऊपर कोई कहीं हो, सबका भला हो, सबका सही हो, सबका भला हो, सबका सही हो, अपना भी लेकिन सबसे सही हो, हमसे ना ऊपर
new beginnings. With that, we come to the end of our annual day celebration, but with the confidence of better tomorrow. I would now like to call Anita ma'am on the stage to deliver the vote of thanks.
A lovely evening to one and all present here. On behalf of Aryan Fun School, I deem it a great honor and privilege to stand before you to propose vote of thanks. I would like to thank our dignitaries, Mr. Milind Ladge sir, thank you sir, Mrs. Sonal Ban ma'am, Mrs. Murnali Jadhav ma'am, Sheetal ma'am, Mayuri ma'am, Swarda ma'am, for sparing their valuable time for us and gracing this event with their presence. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds. My gratitude to all the speakers for gracing this occasion and sharing their opinions today. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling weeks ago. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive staff. Hence, I would like to thank all our teaching and non-teaching staff for taking great efforts to organize this annual day function and making it a big success. A special thanks and my deep sense of gratitude to our respected principal, Mrs. Shilpa Stanley ma'am. With her guidance, it even would not have been possible. Thank you ma'am for being the catalyst that stimulated us to our best. I would also like to thank the people who work behind the scene to make this event happen. Our technical management and stage settings, light arrangement team, for all the musician and housekeeping staff. We are highly grateful to our students and parents for their rock solid support and taking care in this event with the great enthusiasm. Our students have given incredible performance and they are worthy of every bit of appreciation. Lastly, I would like to express our gratitude to all known and unknown hands that contributed to the success of our school's annual day celebration. Thank you once again, one and all. I would like to leave with a feeling of happiness and gratitude. Thank you.